The label on a 3-quart container of orange juice states that the orange juice contains an average of 1 gram of fat or less. Answer the following questions for a hypothesis test that could be used to test the claim on the label. Part A. Develop the appropriate null and alternative hypotheses. So here we have an example of an assumption to be challenged, and so we'll set up the null hypothesis as mu less than or equal to 1 versus an alternative that mu is greater than 1. Part B. What is the type 1 error in this situation, and what are the consequences of making this error? So type 1 error, remember, is rejecting the null when it's true, which in this case would be incorrectly believing that there's more fat than claimed. And so a consequence in this case might be cutting back on orange juice to reduce fat consumption, because that's what you think, when in fact the label is correct, and the amount of fat in the orange juice is no more than 1 gram. And so you're making a mistake by cutting back on orange juice, thinking that this will reduce your fat consumption. Part C. What is the type 2 error in this situation, and what are the consequences of making this error? So type 2 error is failing to reject the null hypothesis when it's false. In this case, that would be incorrectly believing that the label is accurate. So a consequence in this case might be drinking more orange juice, believing it to be low fat, when in fact the label is inaccurate and orange juice contains more than 1 gram of fat.